Hello everyone. This is a video to show off a project I've been working on for the last couple of weeks. The reason for this video is just to sort of show where it's at right now, as well as to go over what still needs a little bit of work on for it, because I'm planning on taking a little break from it, just because it feels like it's at a good point where I can step away for a minute, and come back fresh and finish it off, hopefully. So the idea for this game is sort of a puzzle exploration game. You have these sort of, I guess, grids with a little light emitter, and the idea is you want to hit all of the appropriate gems to open up the next path, which, as you can see with this gate, that's opened up. And the exploration side of things should hopefully come in later. I want to make it so the players will have to sort of explore the area for pieces. Right now they aren't exactly that well hidden, mostly because I'm aiming at making this the initial area. Um, so like you can see it's starting to introduce new pieces here with, you have this little triangle piece, which is the splitter. So that'll sort of take, so you see the emitter just comes here, stops when it hits the wall, but then the splitter can take it in from that side and hit both. And this is actually the last puzzle right now. It's the most complex one. I definitely need to make it so that the source blocks have some apparent effect to them, because right now it's something that I just know off of memory. I also need to make it so that the interactions for the gems, like placing them and picking them up, is a little bit more fluid. The current system does have a few flaws, namely just it's not good for find and control sort of thing. Like in these areas it might, I want to interact with this area but it might pick up that one instead. Didn't do it this time. And so you can see this block's a little bit different. It's meant to be a one-time use one. Then we can get the last piece that we need, and then put that there. Nope, put that the wrong way. Yeah, you can see like it wouldn't let me interact with that piece for some reason. Oh, that glitched out for some reason. And yeah, so there's what I have so far. I will say I am liking how the art style looks so far. This is my first time actually working with low poly, and seeing as I'm not the best of artists, I'm actually quite happy with how this looks. This is also my first time working with the landscape tool for Unreal 4. It was a bit of a learning curve, but I feel like I'm getting there. The grounds the ground definitely needs a little bit more effort into it, just because right now the blends aren't exactly as smooth as they could be. As well, I feel like places like the rock wall do need to have a bit more of a texture to them, just something that's not just a flat color. Like it works well for the grass areas just because you at least have the actual foliage on top to help disguise it a little bit. But yeah, I also need to work on the inventory, well, quote unquote inventory system, just like picking up the gems and interacting with them, and like how they're stored for the player. But yeah, I think it's at a. I feel like this could be really fun. Just needs a little bit more polish put into it. Needs things tidied up a bit. But yeah, I think right now the biggest hurdles are sort of on the art and audio front of things. The programming is pretty solidly wrapped up so far. I just need to put a bit more code into the menus and clean up how a few things are done. Like I'm not happy with how the emitters are set up right now. They're not synchronized, which that could hold things back for later puzzles. I also need to work on fine-tuning the movement interactions. So what happens like when these gems are triggered and like when they tell these sort of platform things to move, just because I would like to expand it to also include puzzles. So for example, like I'm just gonna like making it so when you trigger, say like this brown gem, instead of just that door over there opening, it will also sort of raise these tiles up and expose the rest of what needs to be done. just because I feel like that could lead to some interesting interactions where you could have, say, like one very large puzzle and then like five smaller ones where you have to activate all of those ones to raise the proper platforms for the larger one. So it becomes more of a like it's not just you have one consecutive puzzle after another, it's more you have all these interconnected puzzles that then need to like you just have all these small parts of one big whole kind of thing, which I feel would really play well into it. So like I could have just one large area dedicated to one puzzle and then just have a bunch of smaller puzzles within it. And that would definitely make the exploration part a little bit meatier. But yeah, so far I'm liking it. Um, and I'm looking forward to coming back to it in probably a couple of weeks, hopefully. And that's it for now. I should hopefully have something new soon. I think next project will be working on AI a little bit more, just because like sort of want to try and make a little pet simulator kind of thing. And that should be exciting because I haven't touched much AI in quite a while. All right, ciao for now.